Holy crap, dude. I know I'm a Canucks fan, and I have primarily Canucks-related content on this channel, so once in a while, whenever we go over the Alberta teams, there's always some sort of resentment in the comment section. Like, we know that Canucks fans, particularly Oilers fans and Flames fans, we don't really get along. And even though these videos, when we do make videos on the Alberta teams, we do attract viewers from those markets, it's no secret that the majority of fans on this channel happen to be Canucks fans. And Canadiens fans too. Cannot forget about y'all. But when it comes to a video like this, even though this is a video about the Calgary Flames, boy oh boy is the comment section going to be filled with fans of every other fan base because, man, this sucks. Like, I don't even like the Flames. I'm not supposed to like them, and I kind of don't. But I feel bad because, oh my gosh, it's just big hit after big hit after big hit. June 22, 2023. This could be seen as the day of the apocalypse, baby, because as we go over to a whole bunch of tweets made by Frank Saravalli and Jeff Merrick, we ultimately get ourselves a doomsday scenario picture, because not only do we have 3 players that look like they're going to be on their way out, but we also have the main guy that people thought was going to be the coach. So without further ado, let's go over in chronological order and read these tweets from Saravalli and Merrick, starting from the one earliest today. Flames update from Frank Saravalli. Calgary recently made a big pitch and rolled out the red carpet money-wise to re-sign Elias Lindholm. Calgary is waiting on a response from Lindholm, but they haven't been given a definitive answer yet. The general league speculation is that he's leaning towards not re-signing with Calgary. Now, Elias Lindholm, before we go over to the next few names, 28 years old, signed to the end of next season, making $4.85 million a year, and for a guy who produces the amount of points and goals that he does, 64 points this previous season, 82 points the year before that, he had a down year this previous season. We know he's capable of 30-plus goals, let's say 65 to 70-plus points. This is a player that at 4 point whatever million, this is a steal. And so for him to be given a beefy contract offer, maybe in the Bo Horvat territory, let's say $9 million AAV, the Calgary Flames really want to do their due diligence in keeping this guy because he's a good player, plain and simple. But even though his ability to sign an extension kicks in a few days, it's apparent from Frank Saravalli and the general league, apparently, that he's not wanting to re-sign. Okay, that's one. Let's head over to the second tweet made by Frank Saravalli. The belief here is that the Flames have received a more direct answer from Noah Hanifin, who has clearly indicated that he does not plan to sign an extension in Calgary. That doesn't necessarily guarantee a trade, but Calgary has an answer on where he stands. The first reply here says, how does that not necessarily guarantee a trade? If the man isn't going to sign, obviously he'll be traded. Frank's a bum. Saravalli then replies saying, you know he has a year left on his contract, right? So, Noah Hanifin is next up on the list, 26 years old defender. We talked about him yesterday and the idea of a trade over to the Sabres. He's making $4.9 million as well. He's making a pretty cheap cap hit. 2024 expiration date, and I mean, we did make the video yesterday, so I'm sure if you keep up with the channel, you probably know what this guy's about, but he's a good defenseman. Minutes eating, big dude, solid frame, shutdown capabilities, and he had some offense to his game as well. So for Noah Hanifin, he's a bona fide top 4. He's also saying that he does not want to re-sign, so there you go. That's 2. You then had yourselves this tweet from Jeff Merrick. In the midst of these tweets about Lindholm and Hanifin, you had Merrick go out there and say this: expect Mitch Love to join the Washington Capitals as an assistant coach. Now, who the heck is Mitch Love? Well, he is the guy that was the head coach of the Flames farm team, the Calgary Wranglers, and after Daryl Sutter was kicked out, you had yourself some speculation early on saying that Mitch Love was the leading candidate to be the next Flames coach. And a lot of Flames fans, at least the ones that I saw in my comment section, were like, yeah, that's cool. Like, this is a guy that has had a pretty good part in playing these young guys in the Wrangler system. The Flames have had some pretty all-right young pieces go through their AHL team, and Mitch Love has been a part of their development. So seeing this guy get an NHL head coaching gig with the Flames, it would allow this team to do something that they haven't really been doing too much of under Daryl Sutter. Actually use and develop young players. Sutter, in the 2 seasons he had spent with the Flames, didn't really do that, and in fact was kind of ridiculed, justifyingly, with how he treated his younger players. Jakob Pelche, the comments that he made, etc., was really bad, and so because Mitch Love is in the complete opposite boat, where he trusts a lot of these younger players, he has seen them up close and personal, he knows what they're about, it's more likely than not that if he had been named the next coach of the Flames, he likely would have been in a spot to give these younger players more of a role and understand them more as to how the proper way is to develop them, right? So seeing Mitch Love go from the Wranglers to the Flames would have been the best case scenario in a lot of fans' eyes. But he's not going to go there. He's going to Washington. And then you have yourselves this final tweet made by Saravalli, finally on the Flames. It's a bit of a surprise, but I'm told that Mikhail Backlund is also leaning towards not re-signing in Calgary. That could change, and the Flames hope it does. He's been a staple for 15 years. Nonetheless, Craig Conroy has decisions to make. And so not only on this day, you get yourselves the update that says the Flames have given a contract to Lindholm, and it's apparent that he doesn't want to re-sign. You have Noah Hanifin, who told the team directly himself, hey, he does not want to re-sign. Mitch Love, who was supposed to be your next coach, is going to Washington, and now Mikhail Backlund, the guy who a lot of you said was going to be your next captain, is also leaning towards not re-signing. Now, Mikhail Backlund, if you take a look at his profile here, 34 years old. My goodness, I didn't realize he was that old. Oh boy, 15 years in Calgary, eh? That's what's going to do it to you. He had 56 points in 82 games last season. He's making $5.35 million a year till the end of 2024. This is a guy who, just like Lindholm and Hanifin, is expiring next year. And with the contract extension process opening up over the next few days, it's probably in the Flames' best interest to get their foot in the door early and try to get them all re-signed. But the update is that we don't know if any of them actually want to come back. So, yeah, Doomsday, anybody? Is this not the worst case scenario that we could have had? My question is, who the heck is it that's telling Frank Saravalli all this information? Let alone the Mitch Love stuff about him going to Washington, but how is it that Saravalli gets the biggest scoop in Flames lore in the past few years since the Tkachuk trade, and he's able to say it all out there on Twitter in the span of about a few minutes? Like, that's pretty wild. You talk about NHL reporting, NHL insiders getting the scoop. Yeah, this is getting the scoop. Imagine getting told in one day that not only is it that Lindholm may not want to resign, but Hanifin and Backlund too. All the conversations heading into the summer were that, okay, yeah, we don't have a captain anymore, but Mikhail Backlund, he's right there. This guy could be the next captain. Okay, Elias Lindholm, he's right there. Resign him. Bo Horvat money, baby. Let's go. Hanifin, he's right there. Just gotta re-sign this guy and we can remain competitive. And then it's like in the span of about an hour, oh, all of that, it's not going to happen. And we lost out on Love too. That's the coach that was going to develop Pelche. That's the coach that was going to give Coronado a spot to shine. Matthew Phillips? Yeah, let's talk about all the young guys in the Flames, because they haven't been given any opportunities. Now that guy's gone too. What the hell are y'all going to do now? I have no idea. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're a Calgary Flames fan, what are your opinions on... Do I want to say the Doomsday? Okay, let's say Doomsday. What are your thoughts on how everything has gone down with your hockey team? Because I didn't expect to see an update like this. I'm pretty sure y'all in the comments didn't expect an update like this either. This is worst case scenario here, and I don't know what remedies there are. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about each of these three players and the coach not coming back, or not re-signing at least, for next year, because they do have contracts until 2024. What are your thoughts about how the Flames should navigate this? If you were Conroy, the new GM, what are your thoughts on how this works, and what do you do to try to fix the situation? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.